It's time for the Mohney Show. High atop the third story of the historic Gibson House overlooking beautiful downtown Centralia. The star of the show, Steve Mohney.
Yes. Welcome to another edition of the Mohney Show podcast. And right here would have been Paul Walker, but Paul is on assignment again. So it's just me for a couple of minutes, but I've got guests today, and we're going to talk with a couple of folks here in just a second. So stand by for that. One thing that I've noticed a lot is that, especially after the time change, there's a lot of folks driving around, and they've got headlights out, they've got taillights out. It's time to get ready for winter driving. Oh, it happens so fast. Anyway, Dave Wilson from Wilson's NAPA Auto Parts, he'll be here after the break, and we'll talk about, getting your car ready. We'll talk about various tools. We'll talk about locations. A lot of fun stuff. So that's coming up here on the Mohney Show. Stay close. We're back after this. We're back on the Mohney Show. I've got Dave Wilson from Wilson's NAPA Auto Parts with me. Welcome.
Yeah, it's getting to be quite a regular here.
I know. This is cool. We've got tons of things to talk about, though. Let's talk about the stuff this is obviously what we're going to talk about because it's sitting right here. You have a Craftsman tool sale going on right now, but it's the good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, that impact there was $145, and now we're selling it for $108. I mean, significant markdowns. I got a lot of this stuff trying to make it go through the doors.
So, is this at all the stores, or is it just Chehalis, Centralia?
Mainly in Chehalis and Centralia is where I got the bulk of it. But I mean, somebody can go into one of the other stores and they can look it up and find out what stores got it and order it in for them, or get it handled.
Christmas is on the way.
Don't you know it?
Buy now early and save yourself a bunch of money, and then next month, and then somebody's going to be really happy. It could be me.
You should put together a wish list.
I need a Sawzall.
A Sawzall?
Isn't that what this is? Oh, it's the reciprocating saw. Don't they call it a Sawzall?
Sawzall.
Sawzall. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Well,
all I know is I could use this thing right now for this bathroom project I have.
Yeah, I mean, any home improvement project needs a Sawzall. I mean, talk about handy.
I mean, and if you're and if you're out and you're robbing those catalytic converters, I mean, hey.
Well, I guess once it leaves my store,
jokes,
I don't
folks.
care what you do with it.
They're all jokes.
but yeah, Sawzall for only $92. That was $177.
And the best thing about it is it's Craftsman. I mean, this is the good stuff here. So it's going to last, and it's got a good battery that will power it and all that stuff.
Right, three-year warranty, and
this is the impact wrench, right?
Yeah, that's handier than heck too.
Yeah, that
creates impact. If you're working on cars, just take everything apart in no time.
It's the it's 20 volt. That's good.
Yeah.
And it's brushless. It's got a 3-year limited warranty. And Dave's got all this stuff on sale right now at all the NAPA stores. Okay, so let's talk about some fall driving as well. One of the things that I've noticed driving around, man, everybody's got lights out. They've got tail lights out, blinkers, headlights.
Well, and with daylight savings time last week, now it's like it's dark all the time.
It is.
So yeah, it's dark when you go home.
Yeah,
it's dark when you get up.
You leave the house, it's dark. You got to have headlights, and if they're out, I mean, your headlight it's kind of irritating for the other driver too.
Well, it is, but the biggest thing for you as a driver, if you can't see, some deer's going to jump out in front of you.
Exactly.
Some dog's going to run across the road and you can't see them.
And there's so many different headlights. You go from just the regular, the regular ones like we're all used to, I guess, to the really high performance ones that are like blue.
Yeah, we have LED lights
Yeah.
now. So there's options. You can double how bright your headlights are real quick if you want to.
And in the circular until the end of December, because the circular goes from November through December because it's the holiday one. I do believe the NAPA ones are on sale right now as well.
They are. There's just all different levels, all different price points.
But just depends on what you want to get. Now we're talking about windshield wiper blades to go with your headlights. Man, you got to have those.
Well, and we're supposed to have a wet winter this year. Was it La Nina or whatever?
Is it really?
So it's supposed to be cold and wet. So you're going to be working those wipers out. So.
Yeah, especially if they are all cracked and streaking.
Yeah, and you don't realize how bad they are until you put new ones on there.
I know.
And then all of a sudden it's like, wow, I can see again.
I've had wiper blades that were so bad that that they were disintegrating and there was black streaking on my windshield.
Right.
Now that's bad.
It's just that summer sun just cooks them.
It does.
Destroys them, gets them all hard and brittle and cracked. And then you don't even realize that you're driving around in October, November, and it's like, I kind of can see. And then that semi truck goes by, and it's like, I don't know where anything's at.
Can't see now.
Put new ones on there and just,
Yeah, and you guys install for free.
Yeah, you buy them from us.
Simple.
We'll put them on. Takes a few
so
minutes.
If you and some of them are complicated too. You gotta really look at it and try and figure out. But your guys know how to do that, and all you have to do is stop in and hey, this is what I'm driving. They'll set you up with the wiper blades and then go out and put them on.
Yeah. We got wipers for pretty much everything, whether, semi trucks to boats to cars. We got them.
So now we've got, it's the NAPA Exact Fit, right?
That's one of the brands we carry.
Okay. And then you've got the Rain-X ones. Some of those Rain-X ones are like complicated. Don't they have Rain-X embedded in them or something? Or
they do. They have the Rain-X chemical in them that goes on the windshield, so you don't have to use your wipers as much. The water just beads up and rolls off. But there's even they make different grades.
Right.
So
again, it's kind of like the headlights, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can go with a basic wiper. If you're trying to keep costs down, all the way up to the super duper top of the line.
Those are nice.
Yeah.
Those are fantastic. While you're at this, we were talking about your filter sale that's coming up a little bit later on in November. Yeah. And this is going to be huge, isn't it?
I love the filter sale. We do it usually about 4 times a year. So November 18th to the 24th. Okay. So it's just a 1 week time period. But any of the NAPA Gold filters are 40% off. So
wow. So this includes, everything, right?
Yeah, oil, air, fuel, cabin air, for anything and everything. Not just cars and trucks, but if you're working on your lawnmower or a tractor or a boat, whatever,
all that stuff.
The filter is on sale, and I love the sale because everybody needs filters. Everybody does filters, and you can come in and stock up, and it's not like they're gonna go bad in your garage. You can buy an extra one.
Nope.
So save money save money this month, and use them year round.
That cabin filter, the ones that we neglect.
A lot of people don't even know they've got one.
I know, and the thing of it is all of a sudden the inside of your vehicle starts getting stinky.
Well, and I changed one for a gal in the parking lot last week that literally took me probably 3 minutes to do. I got on YouTube and figured out where it was. Okay. It was just behind the glove box. You pushed it in the side of the glove box. It fell forward. Just reached in there and pulled it out. Put the new one in. That old one was so cruddy, so grimy.
Well, she didn't know she had it, right?
Didn't know, and it was a smoker. Okay. So it was just packed full of cigarette smoke, and but it also gets all the allergens, in the air. All the car exhaust. You don't want to be breathing that junk in.
And again, stinky. It just makes the inside of your vehicle smell stale. I guess that would be.
Yeah.
So here's one for you. So, I was telling you about headlights on the Yukon. And so the passenger side headlight, pretty easy to replace. All you had to do is take the filter assembly out, the air filter, the engine one. You just pop it out, and then you can get behind there and take the bulb out and then replace it. So I take the filter assembly out, and I take the filter out, and it's just full. How could I let this happen? There's leaves in there. There's dirt in there. I mean, it's just filthy. And so I didn't replace the filter because I didn't have time, but I will be replacing that filter. And you're right. I mean, you never know how dirty these things are.
Well, they're hidden,
Yeah.
you don't see it, but something like that, you're probably going to get better gas mileage when you change it, because now all of a sudden your engine's going to be able to breathe.
Absolutely. And I mean, leaves and bugs and all that gross stuff. Okay, so when does the filter sale go again?
November 18th through the 24th.
Okay.
So that's a Monday through Sunday toward the end of November.
And you guys are all stocked up, and this is available at all of the stores. Now, that's another thing I wanted to talk about real quick here. You have expanded to the point, I mean, this is great. You've got 7 stores now.
Yeah, 7. It keeps me busy.
I know it does. Centralia Chehalis, the industrial one, the heavy equipment store.
Right.
That's the one on State Avenue. And we talked about this yesterday, but for loggers and independent truckers that need parts on the weekend, man, you're open, aren't you?
We are, and a lot of the heavy duty places aren't. So, if you need a tie rod end or a starter or whatever for your big truck, dump truck, log truck, semi truck, that we've got it, and we're there on the weekend.
You're open again. That's right on State Avenue, across from McGregor Auto and Muffler. Stop by.
Yeah, stop by anytime. The door's always open.
Make a habit of it, because, again, you're open on the weekends, and that is really huge. On Alaska's open. Things are going great out there.
Yeah, that was a long-term project. But we're finally off the ground and running.
It's all bright, beautiful store. You're out in Castle Rock as well, right?
Yeah. Expanding southward.
Rochester, Tenino. You're everywhere.
You got them all.
You got them all. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, thanks,
and
Steve. It's always fun to come by.
This stuff's on sale. Man, I've been salivating over at the Chehalis store. I walk by this stuff, and there's going to be some stuff coming home at some point. So thanks for being here. And if you need anything for fall driving, for winter driving, stop by, see Dave at NAPA. Again, 7 stores. They're easy to find. Dave, thanks for being here, and we'll have you back soon, okay?
All right, thanks,
All
Steve.
right. Hey, back after this on The Mohney Show. The weather is changing, and it's time to make sure your vehicle is ready for heavy rain, cold morning starts, plus ice and snow. Schedule an appointment now at Point S Centralia OK Tire to have a multi-point inspection. The pros at Point S will check your shocks, brakes, including fluid, battery, and of course your tires. Point S Centralia OK Tire has the best brand name tires like Cooper, Goodyear, and Nokian in stock and ready to put on. Your new tires also come with a warranty good at over 200 locations. Point S Centralia OK Tire, 1741 Harrison Avenue in Centralia. We are back on the Mohney Show, and with me, a special guest today. We've got Melanie Case, the recycling coordinator for Lewis County. Welcome.
Hi, Steve. Thanks for having me over today.
Absolutely. A lot of stuff going on. The wind's been whipping around here in the Twin Cities, and that means it's time to do the leaf exchange. We've got recycling coming up. We've got trees coming up for Christmas. Man, you're busy over there, aren't you?
We have so much going on. I'm not really sure where to start.
I know.
I guess we'll just start with this Saturday.
Yeah, let's start with that.
We have a new site where we're having our final community recycle event, and it's at our old Mescal drop box.
The Mescal drop box.
And so we used to have these drop box sites for people, kind of satellite locations for people to drop off garbage, but they've been closed since about 2007. And we still own several of these sites. So we thought, well, why don't we put it to use for one of our community recycle events? We had typically had a fall community recycle event in PL, but they only wanted to have a spring event.
Okay.
So we thought, well, why not have one in that Doty, Dryad, Adna, West Chehalis area?
Perfect.
So it'll be this Saturday from 10 to 2. And the Mescal drop box is at
3127 State Route 6.
yes. Thanks for the address.
Yeah, no problem.
So people who are new to the area, they probably won't know where this is, but if you're driving west on Highway 6.
I was going to tease you for a sec. Go up the road, turn.
Well, okay, that's one thing. Please look for signs.
Okay.
It's off Highway 6, and it's before you get to the turn off that goes to the right to go to the Doty store.
Okay.
It'll be on your left, the turn into the drop box. And I'm not sure if you recall how River Road does a U. So it'll be on the it'll be really near the easternmost turn in on River Road.
Okay. Now, what are you guys accepting?
We'll have several recycling and proper drop-off opportunities from 10 to 2. So we'll accept household hazardous waste, motor oil, antifreeze, cooking oil, paint care items. We won't take actual architectural paint, but we'll take aerosol can paint, stains, things like that.
So unwanted or leftover household chemicals.
Correct. And also we'll take fluorescent lights. Each household can bring in up to 10.
Oh, hallelujah.
And then also televisions and computers. Each household can bring in up to 2 of those items.
Man, I'm there. You are, man, you're singing my song here. I've got one TV yeah.
So it'll be any flat screen TV, but none of those huge console types, just because we don't have the muscle power at these events to pick them up. So the limit for anything that's not a flat screen TV is about 42 inches.
I've got a 65-inch Sony in solid oak. Will you guys take that?
No. I think that's just what I said.
I used to have this TV. You brought that up. I used to have this TV. That's back when, in the like 01, 02 or whatever, where the big screen TVs were, they were monsters. They weighed like 600 pounds. We had to back the truck up to the deck to get this thing in. It was just amazing. And now you just, you hang them on the wall. Okay, so I can bring my flat screen, right?
Yes, and we'll also accept appliances and scrap metal. So the rule for scrap metal is if the item has like 75% or more metal, if you have like a lawnmower, we just ask that all of the fluids be drained. You don't have to worry about the wheels or anything.
Okay.
We'll also accept yard waste drop off. So grass clippings, branches, we'll take leaves in that bin as well.
This sounds great.
And then we'll have the sensitive document shredding truck. Will be there for a shorter duration. So from 10 to 1, he leaves at 1.
Okay.
And each household can bring up to 3 bags or boxes of sensitive documents that they would like shredded.
You know what? This comes at the perfect time too, because I don't know about you, but my mailbox has been absolutely inundated with vote for me. Everything's awful, blah, blah, blah. All these mailers.
Well,
so I'm bringing them.
I wouldn't bring those. So if it's a political mailer, that can just go in your curbside recycling.
I know, but I had to get you going a little bit.
But I know there are some candidates. I was getting like 2 a day for the last month. It was kind of overkill, if you ask me.
No, I get so much, and I'm sure you do too. We all do. We get so many offers for like insurance, credit cards. House loans. All this sensitive stuff that you don't want. You can't throw that stuff away.
Right. So those would be the type of things. Or if you're paying attention to like how long you should keep things, like, and it's past that time, you could bring in your bank statements and things like that to have them shredded.
And that's from 10 until 1, the sensitive document.
And then, so it's pretty neat how it happens. There's a big truck that comes and it actually has the shredding mechanism inside it. So when you put your material in the bin, the truck has the big grabbers and then he just dumps it in. But then you can stand there and watch. He has a screen so you can see your items actually getting shredded. And then after the event, he takes all of the shredded paper to a paper recycling facility.
Oh, wow. So you can watch this on TV.
Correct.
Nice. Man, that's very, very good. Okay, so that event, that's coming up this Saturday from 10 until 2, November 9th, and that's out near Doty, 3127 State Route 6.
Correct.
Okay. On to, are we doing the leaf exchange or talk about
Yes.
that?
So,
Okay.
like yesterday was so blustery. A
Mhm.
lot of leaves came down. So there's a couple items about leaves I wanted to chat about. City of Centralia, if residents aren't aware, they have the opportunity to contact LeMay if they live in the city limits, and LeMay will deliver a leaf only bin to them.
Okay.
And that program is going on right now, and it goes through through December 4th, and they come around once a week and they pick up your leaves and they take them into a composting facility.
Okay.
So that was Centralia residents only. For other people who have leaves that they don't want to use on their own for compost, we have 2 leaf exchange events, and those will be on 2 Saturdays. So November 23rd and December 7th. And the hours for those 2 dates are 10 to 4. And our WSU Lewis County Master Recycler composters will be at the Floral Park Sustainability Project,
Okay.
which is their park that they're developing at the corner of South Tower and Floral Street. And it'll be a drive-through event. So they'll enter on Floral Street. They'll pull up. They can unload their bagged leaves. The volunteers will be there if people have any questions about what's accepted, what's not, but it's pretty much,
Okay.
Any fall leaf except a black walnut leaf. Black walnut leaves are toxic. So we don't want those in compost, because if they get composted in and then you use them later in your garden or something,
Whoa.
it
I had
might,
no idea.
Yeah, it might have a detrimental effect on whatever you're trying to grow.
So black walnut leaves.
Correct.
Where would we find those? Are those around? I mean, are those walnut trees over there? Kind of in the Edison district and stuff like that. Or are those black walnut trees? Or I don't. I'm not.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure. I know that we do have some around here, but I don't know specifically.
I'll have to ask my son Steven. He's a botany guy. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
So how this works is people who don't want their leaves, they can bag up their leaves in lawn and leaf bags or garbage bags, bring them to the event, drop them off. And then any gardeners or people who want to make their own compost, but they don't have enough leaves, they can come by and pick them up. So it's on a first come, first served basis. And usually at the end of the event, we have no leaves left over.
I was just going to ask you
they're
that.
a hot commodity.
Yeah. So people are really using these for not only composting, but do they fill up their beds maybe and keep things warm?
So they also use them as mulch. Like if you have a garden that you grow every spring, they'll put the leaves on top just for a cover, because if they're not covered, we get so much rain during the winter that all the rain goes through the garden bed and washes away all the nutrients. So if there's a layer of leaves on top, then those leaves will compost and all the nutrients will go down into the garden bed. And then when it's getting near your planting time, you could just rototill those composted leaves into the garden.
Is it good to put compost or not even the composted leaves, but just the leaves over bulbs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It'll give them some protection as well
during the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I bring my leaves in from my trees, I'm going to have to be paid.
This is a free event. It's free to drop them off and free to pick them up. But our volunteers have so many amazing community education programs that they do. So they will accept donations from the public to support those programs.
We've known each other for a long time. And so I just try and throw her off track once in a while with some of my zany comments. No, that is fantastic. And I do want to say one thing. The master gardeners are always so helpful, so nice. I mean, it's like when I take my tree, to the parking lot after Christmas, I end up standing there talking jabberjaw with them, and it's a good time.
So yes, the master gardeners are very nice, but my volunteers specifically
Yes.
are the master recycler composters.
Okay.
So there's actually, they're both under the WSU extension umbrella, but there's ones who focus on gardening and ones who focus on composting and recycling.
There you go. Okay. Put that down here.
So our final event that we'll talk about today is Christmas tree recycling, which you mentioned about coming to the parking lot after the holidays. So it's going to be a little bit different this year. In the past, the volunteers have been there every day after Christmas.
Okay.
And some of those middle of the day weeks have been pretty slow.
Right.
So they decided to do 3 weekends in a row. So it'll be December 27th, 28th, 29th. And these are all Friday, Saturday, Sundays.
Okay.
Then January 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And then January 10th, 11th, and 12th. And it'll be in that same parking lot right before you enter the transfer station. And people can drop off their undecorated live Christmas trees. We won't accept artificial or flocked or still decorated trees. All those other trees, you could just bring them to the transfer station and pay normal disposal rates.
Mm-hmm.
And the hours will be 10 to 4. And then on one of the days, Saturday, January 4th, we'll have a sensitive document shredding event again in that same parking lot where the Christmas trees are. And that'll be from 10 to 1.
Okay. Yeah, a reminder to get, all those super family ornaments that, those family heirlooms, I guess you could say, off your trees.
Yes, we did have one a couple years ago that was the sweetest little Christmas tree frame with a baby picture in it. And we put it on Facebook, got the word out like at the end of Christmas for that year. But, you're putting away stuff so you don't really notice. And it's so hectic after the holidays. Just, I need to get it put away. So it wasn't until everyone started decorating the following holiday season. Yeah, so we put that notice out again. Hey, I have this at my office if anyone's missing it. And lo and behold, some gentleman contacted our office and he was able to pick up that sweet little ornament.
Oh, man. Yeah, that I check our tree many times. You check it before you take it out, and then you check it when, in transit. I mean, obviously from the I take ours out on the back deck and check it again, then into the back of the truck. But I check it when I get over there too, because, you don't want to lose that stuff.
And we'd also like to thank Pacific Mobile. They're so nice to donate the structure to keep our volunteers out of the weather during our Christmas tree recycling event. And this will also be an opportunity for people to donate to the Master Recycler Composters to support their educational programs.
I think it's fantastic. I mean, this area, Centralia, Chehalis, Lewis County, you guys always have all these programs going on. And it's really helpful, like coming up on Saturday. I mean, all the stuff that you can round up around your house and recycle, like the fluorescent tubes. Those things have been in my garage for about 3 years now, just kind of taped up because, I can't throw them away. And so I need a good place to take them. So I'll be showing up at the event on Saturday. So 10 to 2, right?
10 to 2.
Okay. Well, man, we're getting closer to Thanksgiving here. I mean, we're into November, obviously.
Yes.
And then Christmas time. And I hope you have a good Christmas.
Thank you. I hope you do too.
And I will have you come back anytime you want. So
thank you.
Yeah. Take care. And we'll see you soon. Okay.
Okay, I forgot to mention one thing.
Nope,
I don't know if you can add this in.
Absolutely. No, go right ahead.
So at our Morton transfer station, which is just a little bit east of Morton, from December 27th through January 11th, we'll also be accepting free Christmas tree drop-off.
Okay.
We just ask that people check in with the scale attendant, and then she'll direct the people where to drop those off at.
That's a super easy, right off the road,
Correct.
right off the 12 there. So,
and so the only thing about that site is it's not open on Sundays.
Okay. Well, holidays are coming. Oh, I was going to ask you, this is kind of a side note, but what about styrofoam? What do you do with that stuff?
Well, so we don't recycle it anymore because the place where we would take it after our recycling events closed. That was up in Tumwater.
Okay.
And there is a state law that went into effect a couple years ago that bans most type of styrofoam, packing styrofoam, styrofoam trays, the styrofoam clamshell, styrofoam coffee cups. I mean, even though there is a statewide ban, I recently got a package in the mail and everything was
I did too. That's why
encapsulated
I'm
in
asking you.
styrofoam. So I don't really know how it seems like it would be difficult to be enforced because you're getting shipments from all over the country. But each year I'm sure it's going to get better and better. But right now, if you get any styrofoam in, I would recommend maybe, think of ways to reuse it. Like if you're shipping items during the holidays, check in with the various mailing places around the community, like Postnet, Mail Plus, any of those places, and ask if they need any peanuts or they could probably cut up the block styrofoam.
The larger stuff that's, I guess more durable, that's train stuff. I can build mountains.
Oh, of course.
That's what I'm saving that for.
Or like what my sons do with some of that, if they're transporting their trains places, they'll make a little nest in the styrofoam and then put their train in there so it doesn't get jostled around.
Yeah, most of the packing material that I receive, which seems to be a lot more these days, that's just the way it is. I save most of it for later on. But yeah, that's a good idea. I was just wondering about styrofoam because even though, there is a ban on it, but like you said, it's still coming in the mail. So, okay, this time we love you. Thanks for being here. And we're coming back in just a second here. Paul and I will have some final thoughts right here on the Mohney Show. At Tyler Rental, quality equipment and helpful counter pros save you costly delays. For projects big and small, Tyler has Genie man lifts and forklifts, Deere excavators, welders, and generators, plus new tools from Steel, Milwaukee, and Hilti. While you're in the store, shop for hard hats, safety glasses, gloves, hearing protection, and much more. Contractors and homeowners depend on Tyler Rental for selection and well-maintained equipment to avoid downtime. Tyler Rental, 153 Hamilton Road, south of Chehalis. We are back on the Mohney Show, and the chair is empty. Again, Paul's on assignment today. But a huge thank you to Dave Wilson from Wilson's NAPA Auto Parts for stopping by and talking a lot about tools and just, really interesting stuff that's going on this time of the year. But fall driving is the big deal if you are trying to get ready with the windshield wiper blades and headlights and all that stuff. The majority of the stuff is on sale at NAPA. So thanks to Dave for stopping by. And Melanie Case, the recycling coordinator for Lewis County Solid Waste, talking about Christmas tree recycling and their big event that is coming up, the community recycle event at the old Mescal drop box out towards Doty. So that happens this coming Saturday from 10 to 2. Now, with all that being said, I would like to direct you, when you're not watching the podcast, to Mohney FM. So we're up, we're going. I'm doing the morning show. I'm on from 6 until actually noon. And all you have to do is search MohneyFM.com. We'll have the app pretty quick here, but MohneyFM.com. We're on the air 24/7. Commander Dave's on the air from noon until 6 o'clock. And then we've got totally awesome 80s at 8. And that's on Monday through Friday. Check it out. Great, fantastic music on Mohney FM. And that's going to do it for the podcast today. I will see you back next week. Have a fantastic week. And we've got some nice weather coming up, so enjoy that. And then enjoy the time change. In fact, we'll talk more about the time change. That's next weekend. Back next week on The Mohney Show. The real estate market is changing, and John L. Scott can answer your questions with a free market analysis. If you're a homeowner, it's really important to get a current market analysis. It only takes a few minutes of your time and contains valuable information about your biggest investment. This might be the year to make a move and take advantage of this market. For your free market analysis, see Laura Lee today at John L. Scott, 900 West Main in Centralia.